Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage GASPARILLA Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Clemson's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buffaloes offense has its first opportunity of the day. Line gets set, first down. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Getting some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. He's right on target. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Fires to the middle. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game.
The expressway is wide open. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 14, Colorado, 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The sure hands, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Set sail out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Running back searching for a hole. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buffalo! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. The throw to the outside is complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Quick strike complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Open runway ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bucks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that pass picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hunter.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that onto his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Grinding School. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They'll go to the counter. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. They want that clock to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a momentum change in play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. 4th down, gotta have it here. He's going up top here late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying